Referees make hockey games possible, and today we are at a USA Hockey Officiating Seminar with a special twist. Welcome to Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey. I'm your host, Ashley Audette. Today we are at Newington Arena for one of the New England District's first ever women's officiating seminars. Today's trainers boast impressive credentials. For instance, Jessica Leclerc officiated the women's 2018 Olympic tournament in South Korea. Today she's bringing her expertise to this seminar for levels 1 through 4 referees. What is the need like here in Connecticut for new referees?
Well, referee need is not only for Connecticut but across the country. The teams and the players have been increasing significantly while our referee pool has been flat or dropping over the last 5 years. So you need referees in order to continue to have the games.
Take me through a little bit of today's seminar.
So today's seminar is geared towards our women officials in the New England District, so we can get them certified, introduce them to the opportunities of the game within the women's game and the men's game as well.
I think the most important part about having a women's only seminar is that we give an opportunity for girls to come in an environment that isn't intimidating and really have an opportunity to ask questions and not feel intimidated by being in a room with 100 men and boys and be the only girl there.
For women that are considering becoming an official, what does that path look like for them?
Well, I think they have to start in for youth hockey, and then female officials have there's a junior level, there's also NCAA that's completely dedicated obviously for female teams, and then national tournaments.
We're really lucky on the women's side. We have some girls who have been officiating just for a couple years. They get to skate national tournaments. There's not very many of us, so the opportunities are still there.
You have quite a bit of hockey history under your belt. I saw your Olympics tattoo. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
It was absolutely incredible to be in Pyeongchang. I'm a big fan of the Olympic Winter Games as it is, and so to be there and to experience it and to be on the ice is a dream come true.
How does the seminar work for today? What kind of events do you have slated?
So today they'll start with some classroom time, and then they'll also work on signals, and then we'll have about an hour and a half of ice time.
They'll do some drills that are very basic, icings and offsides, and then they'll get into some things that are a little bit more complex about determining face-off locations or signaling to make sure everybody in the stands can see what's going on.
And then when they finish today, they'll have to take an online test and an online module, and then they'll get their patch.
I looked around the room and I saw a lot of young faces. Why do you think there are so many younger women that are here today?
I think it's important. They see the opportunity to be involved in the game of hockey, and we have so many great role models in women's hockey now as players and coaches that being another avenue for them to be involved in the game is really important.
I think some of them just want to be able to make some money, which is what all officials, young officials, want to do.
When did you first, decide I want to be a referee, and what's kept your passion going all these years?
I started officiating when I was 12 because it was a way to make some money, and over the years it was my part-time job when I was in college, and so I got to play college hockey and officiate, and ever since then it's given me opportunities to be involved in the game.
I started officiating when I was a senior in high school, and I officiated and played all through college. Now I ref youth hockey all the way up through professional women's hockey and college hockey. In terms of sports, women's ice hockey is one of the sports where it's actually a different sport and a different game than the men's game. We actually grew up playing women's ice hockey, and so we know the rules of women's ice hockey a lot better than a lot of the guys do. And take nothing away from some of the guys who are really good at it, but we played women's ice hockey. And I remember growing up never seeing a female official on the ice, and if there was just a tiny bit of contact between two players, they would call a penalty, and that's not how the women's game is called. And so having females officiate the female game is really important.
I think the presence of a female official has so much emphasis for the young girls, and they have someone they can look up to, and it's a friendly face, it's a welcoming body. They can ask those questions, because even as a player you want to be able to approach the officials, so having the female officials in the rink gives it that much more enjoyment.
We've had a great time today meeting the girls and showing them that we have fun when we do this. We love what we do, and we want them to enjoy that experience as well.
If you're interested in becoming an official, visit nedofficials.com today. Seminars are happening in our area during the next few months because you just gotta love Connecticut hockey.